Since the dawn of aviation, the power plant has always been a key component of any aircraft. Sometimes engineers would even design not an engine for a plane, but a plane for an engine, like with the very first jet fighters. Today we're here to tell you about the most outstanding aircraft engines in our game. Let's kick it off with the most modest engine in the game, the Soviet M11. It's mounted on one of the most mass-produced aircraft of the USSR, the Po-2. When it was created, in 1929, it became the first Soviet-designed aircraft engine to enter mass production. The M11 is the only engine in the game with just 5 cylinders. For comparison, the minimum number of cylinders on other planes is 9. The M11's takeoff power is only 120 horsepower, making it the weakest engine in the game. On the other hand, the most powerful piston engine is the American Pratt & Whitney R4360-4W, mounted on the AM-1 Mauler attack aircraft. Its takeoff power is nearly 30 times greater than that of the M11, 3,300 horsepower. This incredible performance was achieved thanks to its 28 cylinders arranged in 4 rows, a record number for the game. This engine allows the Mauler to carry an impressive combat load of nearly 5 tons. The most widely produced engine is the British Rolls-Royce Merlin. In various modifications, nearly 150,000 units were made by Rolls-Royce and other licensed manufacturers. The first plane to feature it was the Hawker Hurricane, and the power plant later became the mainstay of the Royal Air Force during World War II. The Merlin was installed on the Supermarine Spitfire, the Mosquito, the P-51 Mustang, and most commonly, on the 4-engine Avro Lancaster. Engineers continuously improved the engine throughout its service, reaching the limits of piston engine technology. Production ended only in 1950, with the final versions used on passenger and military transport planes. Eastern aviation also has its records. The Japanese J7W1 not only has a rare canard configuration, but also an unusual power plant. Its Mitsubishi HA-43 engine is paired with a 6-bladed pusher propeller. Thanks to this, the Shinden is one of the fastest piston planes and holds the game's record for the number of blades on a single engine.
The highest combined jet thrust in the game can be found on the recently added Russian Su-34 strike fighter. 2 AL-31F M1 engines each produce 7,580 kilograms force of thrust dry and 12,520 in afterburner. This power plant provides the aircraft with pretty good flight performance, not to mention that the Su-34 is also notable for its large payload and an impressive arsenal of different payload options.
The most powerful single-jet engine is found on the carrier-based Yak-141. The R-79V-300 produces 11,180 kilograms of maximum thrust in normal mode, and an astonishing 15,580 in afterburner, higher than some twin-engine jets. The engine's unique design also allows for thrust vectoring, giving it a vertical takeoff and landing capability. This is further supported by 2 additional jet engines located in the front of the fuselage. It's worth noting the very first production jet engine used on a combat aircraft, the German UMO 004B1, most famously mounted on the legendary Messerschmitt 262 Swallow. This development was revolutionary, setting the pace for the next era of aviation. After World War II, captured German engines became the foundation of jet aviation for the victorious Allies, with some aircraft copying German models almost exactly. The largest number of engines on a single aircraft is a record that belongs to the German Bv-238. This flying boat is lifted by 6 Daimler-Benz DB603 engines, the same series found on other German aircraft of the era, such as the Messerschmitt 410, Heinkel 219, and Focke-Wulf TA-152C3. The Soviet M34 engine can be found on the highly unusual MBR-2 aircraft. Few people know that a modified version of this engine was also used on the land giants, like the SMK and the Su-100Y. But that's not all. The M34 even powered boats like the G5 and D3. It's the only engine in the game used in 3 different types of vehicle, a true all-rounder. An engine is the beating heart of any flying vehicle, and every single one of them is a unique beast, with its own list of traits and peculiarities. Even the best engine, though, is completely useless without an experienced pilot to make use of it. The better your skill, the better the engine will serve you, so that you may win even more fights in the skies of War Thunder.